Yeah. Hey, look, I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Trying to build my own city, homie. Enough room to put my niggas on it. Then start a couple business on it. Fuck any heathen never shitted on me. Yeah. Public housing we done lived through. Trying to put that in my rear view. Gold rolls, what I still do. I can see the picture with a clear view. Gotta separate the snakes. And all you fuck niggas that's gon' hate. Daily pray to God don't catch another case. But that's a small risk that I feel I gotta take. Only certain niggas, they gon' feel this. Still deliver verses on that real shit. If I get a couple million, I'ma bust this shit down with these children. I just wanna bow. Told my niggas stand tall, cause we about to go and get it out. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Look at them 20s while they crawl. I've been praying that my enemies fall. Nigga, I just wanna bow. And I hope you bow too. And that be why I gotta keep it true. Nigga, I just wanna bow. Just give me what I'm due. Let my enemies see the living proof, Lord. I just wanna bow. Don't get up out of bounds, homie. Got killers with them rounds on them. Look like I'm fed from the drum. Look, don't make me make the reaper rain down on them. I can give a fuck if you rock blue. And I was Sue Whoop from the Fruittown crew. Cops still shoot us every time we move. They hate you, nigga, like they hate me too. Just know that brotherhood is a weapon. Build another zone, get protected. Too many sisters in the city been molested. Now I'm stacking soldiers off the block like it's
Shalom, Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, underneath Commander General Yohana, and we're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Today is ISUPK South Carolina Sabbath service. All right, we're going to go ahead and begin. Men of Israel to arise. We're going to call up the first brother, Kazak Shapar.
Kazak Shapar, Ban Yahawah, Ban Yasharala,
Kazak Shapar, Ban Yahawah, Ban Yashala.
Yahawah Bashim, Yahawah Shabrak Thumb.
Yahawah Bashim, Yahawah Shabrak Thumb.
La Shala.
La Yashala. You go ahead, we go ahead and blow the horn.
Oh, God. Let him make it happen.
We're going to go ahead and uncover the scroll.
Ready?
Come on. All right. We're going to go ahead and turn to the east, left side. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer.
The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Wadash.
Wadash.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Malakwaka.
Malakwaka.
Daba'ah.
Daba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Asha.
Asha.
Barataza.
Barataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Nathan.
Nathan.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call.
Call.
Yuwam.
Yuwam.
Wasalakinawa.
Wasalakinawa.
Kawawakinawa.
Kawawakinawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kawawakinawa.
Kawawakinawa.
Wala'am.
Wala'am.
Tabayanawa.
Tabayanawa.
Manasayawan.
Manasayawan.
The ball.
The ball.
Awashayanawa.
Awashayanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rad.
Rad.
Daya.
Daya.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wahala.
Wahala.
Wahatapara.
Wahatapara.
Wahawalam.
Wahalayam.
Aman.
Amen. What we just said in the English was, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done.
And will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily
And
bread.
forgive us our debts.
Give us our
As
debts.
we forgive our debtors.
Give our debts.
And lead us not
Lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation,
But deliver
but
us
deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom,
And the power.
and the power,
And the glory.
and the glory,
forever so be it.
ever so be it.
Amen.
Amen. Hakak the power, Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua,
Bashim Yahushua.
Baruch Hashah,
Baruch Hashah.
Nathanawa,
Nathanawa.
Akak,
Akak.
Akak,
Akak.
Larpa'ah,
Larpa'ah.
Ramanakah,
Ramanakah.
Wakal,
Wakal.
Marawan,
Marawan.
Akak,
Akak.
Lataha,
Lataha.
Amatazariam,
Amatazariam.
Akak,
Akak.
Lahakwa,
Lahakwa.
Lahakwim,
Lahakim.
Hamalyam,
Hamayam.
Akak,
Akak.
Al,
Al.
Rakawa,
Rakawa.
Hata,
Hata.
Malah,
Malah.
Nagarshim,
Nagarshim.
Basham,
Basham.
Yahushua,
Yahushua.
the water,
The water.
Amen.
Amen. What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shai,
Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
please give us the power.
please give us the power,
Power to heal.
the power to heal
All manner of sickness.
all manner of
And
sickness,
all manner of disease.
all manner of disease,
Power to cleanse the leper.
power to cleanse the leper,
Power to raise the dead.
power to raise the dead,
Power against unclean spirits.
power against unclean
To
spirits,
cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh
In the
Shai.
name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Bashim
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Washarala.
Asha'ala.
Wayah.
Maya.
Bayah.
Maya.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah.
Magan.
Magan.
Agan.
Agan.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Commander General Hana.
Commander General
The
Hana.
generals.
The generals.
All the officers.
All the officers.
The captains.
The captains.
All the aqua.
All the aqua.
Aquafium.
Aquafium.
The children.
The children. all of Israel.
All of Israel.
Commander General Yohanan.
Commander General
The
Yohanan.
generals.
General.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
Officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
The sisters.
The sisters.
The young men.
Young men.
And the children.
Children.
Trebell Ray and family.
Young Ray family. But Shimmy Hawashai.
Hashem Yahushua.
The water.
The water.
Aman.
Amen. What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Lord, in the name of Yahushai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless, heal, shield, protect.
Bless, heal, shield, and protect
all our loved ones.
all our loved
In
ones.
the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121. Asha.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahariam.
Ahariam.
Mahayan.
Mahayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Azariah.
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 Ma'an.
Ma'an.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Asha.
Asha.
Yashamayim.
Yashamayim.
Waratazah.
Waratazah.
Ayatan.
Ayatan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamar.
Ana.
Ana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yashan.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Yasharala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Alyad.
Ayai.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hayashma. Hashamash.
Hashemash.
La'a.
La'a.
Akaka.
Akaka.
Wakarak.
Wakarak.
Balala.
Balala.
Bala Yala.
Bala Yala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal.
Makal.
Rai.
Rai.
Yashimar.
Yashimar.
Ah.
Ah.
Napashka.
Napashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashimar.
Yashimar.
Taza'atka.
Taza'aka.
Wabawatka.
Waba'aka.
Ma'ata.
Ma'ata.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
Abalam. What we just said in the English was, I will lift up my eye
I will lift up my eye
to the hill.
to the hills.
From whence come my help?
Which comes my help?
My help come from
My
Yahweh,
help comes from Yahweh,
which made heaven and
which
earth.
made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to
He
be
will not
moved.
suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth
He
thee
that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel
that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade
Yahweh is thy shade
upon thy right hand.
upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by
The sun
day,
shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by
nor
night.
the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going
Yahweh
out
shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time
From
forth
this time forth,
and even
and
forevermore.
even forevermore. Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
All. Yamayah.
Yamayah.
Laka.
Lakat.
All.
All.
Bakarash.
Bakarash.
Wa'al.
Wa'al.
Tashkwat.
Tasukat.
All.
All.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ana.
Ana.
Awabatka.
Abubaka.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Almakah.
Amakah.
Ya'ar Yawamka.
Ya'ari Yawakum.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayata.
Wayata.
Ya'tazawa.
Ya'atizawab.
Al.
Al.
Tazawapayan.
Tas.
Taza. Al. Al.
Al.
Tasapawanyaka.
Tazapawanka.
Amarka.
Amarka.
Lakawa.
Lakawaf.
Wanakakadam.
Wanakakidim.
Magawa.
Magawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazarka.
Yazarka.
Sham.
Sham.
Yasharala.
Yasha'ala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Naawazawa.
Atizawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Kakwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Bariyah.
Bariyah.
Yakarwaf.
Yakarwaf.
Alahaya.
Alahayim.
Arawam.
Arawam.
Wa.
Wa.
Yashamai.
Yashimai.
Allah.
Allah.
Yam.
Yum.
Mawaba.
Mawaba.
Wagariam.
Magari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wamawan.
Wamawan.
Wamalak.
Wa'amala.
Palashak.
Palashak.
I'm Yashabya.
Yeshab.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum.
Gum.
Ashawar.
Ashawar.
Nawawa.
Nawam.
Amam.
Amam.
Hayawa.
Hayawam.
Zarawai.
Sarawai.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kukwash.
Kwash.
Saklakya. Kukwashwan.
Kwashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nasham.
Yashamadwa.
Yashamai.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Dahara.
Dahari.
Hayawa.
Hayawam.
Daman.
Daman.
Ladamawa.
Damawat.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadab,
Nadab,
Yab,
Yab,
Mawab,
Mawab,
Karab,
Arab,
Waza'aba,
Waza'aba,
Waza'abak,
Waza'abak,
Watazal,
Watazal,
Mana'ai,
Mana'ai,
Call,
Call,
Nasakakam, Nasa,
Nasa,
Yakamwa,
Yakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Asharmwa,
Asharma,
Yasharasha,
Yasharasha,
Salakia, Nasharasha,
Nasharasha,
Lanawa,
Nanawa,
Af, Na'awaf,
Nawa,
Alahayam,
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 Alahaya,
Shaya,
Shaya,
Kamwa,
Tamawa,
Kagalia,
Kogalia,
Kakwash,
Kwash,
Lapanya,
Lapanya,
Wawa'a,
Raba'a,
Kayash,
Kwash,
Taba'ara Ara,
Taba'ari, Ra'ari,
Wa,
Wa,
Kalaba,
Kalaba,
Balahat,
Dalahat,
Harayam,
Harayam,
Kan,
Kan,
Daradakma,
Daradakma,
Basa'arka,
Sa'arka,
Wasaba,
Wazakaba,
Wabaka,
Wabaka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Panaham,
Banaham,
Kualawan,
Kwalawam,
Waka Yabashwa,
Wazakabash,
Waya,
Waya,
Bakwashwa,
Wakwash,
Shamka,
Shamakwa,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Bahalwa,
Bahalwa,
Aya,
Aya,
Ai, Waya,
Waya,
Kayapawa,
Yapawa,
Waya,
Waya,
Abawaka,
Awakwa,
Waya,
Waya,
Da'awad,
Wai,
Kaya,
Waya,
Atha,
Ata,
Shamka,
Shamaka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Al-Kaharataza.
Al-Karataza. What we just said in the English was, keep not thy silence, O
Keep not
Yahweh.
thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy
and
peace.
be not still, O
And
Yahweh.
be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies
thy enemies
make a tumult,
make a tumult.
and they that hate thee
They that hate thee
have lifted up their
have
head.
lifted up their
They
head.
have taken crafty
They
counsel
have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people
and consulted
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a
that
nation.
the name of
The
Israel
name of Israel
may be no more in
may be
remembrance.
no more in remembrance,
For they have consulted together
for they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate
They
against
are
thee,
confederate against
the
thee,
tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of
and
Edom,
the
and
Ishmaelites
the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of
the
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with
Sure
them.
is also joined with
They
them.
have hopen,
They have
the
opened
children of Lot,
the children of Lot.
Salah,
So Lot,
do unto them,
do unto them,
as unto the Midianites,
as to the
as
Midianites,
unto Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
as the brook of
as the
Kasai,
brook of Kasat,
which perished at
which
Endor.
perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for
They
the earth.
became the dung of the earth.
Make their nobles like a ram,
Make the nobles like a
and
red,
like Ze'eb.
and like the air.
Yea,
Yea,
all the princes as Zabah,
all the princes of the Ba,
and as
and
Zamunah,
as Amunah,
who said,
who
Let
said,
us take to
let
ourselves
us take to
the
ourselves
houses of Yahweh in
the houses
possession.
of Yahweh in possession.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a
as
wheel,
to stumble before the
to
wind,
stumble before the wind,
as the fire burneth in wood,
fire convert the wood,
and the flame set at the mountains
flame
on
to
fire.
set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest.
make them afraid
Make them afraid
with thy storm,
with thy storm.
fill thy faces with shame,
Fill thy faces with shame.
they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded,
let them be confounded
in trouble forever.
and trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and
that
perish,
men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is
are
Yahweh,
the most high
the most high
over all the
over
earth.
all the earth.
All right, we'll turn back. Right, sir. All right, we're gonna put the scrolls back down. All right, we can take a seat. All right, and we're gonna start back at the book of Genesis, chapter 25.
No, sir. 15 and 3.
All right, chapter 15, verse 3.
15 and 3, sir. Genesis. Out of the Tanakh. Genesis 15:3 out of the Tanakh. Out of the Tanakh. Let's see. Should we get it right here, sir? Okay, got it, sir. Wayah Mara Abaram Kana Laya La'a Natata Azarayai Wa'a Na'a Ban Bayathaya Yawarash Ataya. Verse 4. Waha Neha Nabar Yahweh Allah Yawa La'a Mara La'a Yaya Rashak Za'a Kaya Ashar Yataza Ya Mama'ai Wayak Kawa'a Yayara Shawak. Verse 5. Waya Wataza Ata Wa Hakawa Tazawa Waya Amara Kabat Na'a Hawamaya Maha Wasa Ra Kaka Haka Wakabayam the Wa call Lasa Lasapa Atham Wa'ahamar Lawa Kaya Yahweh Azara'ak. Verse 6. Waka Waha Amana Aman Baya Hawa'a Wa'aka Shabakha Lawa Taza the Kwa. Verse 7. Genesis 15:7. Waya'a Mara Allah Ya Anaya Yahweh Ashar Hawataza Athayak Ma'a Wa'ar Kashadayam Latata Laka Af Ha'arataza Hazah Af Ara Shataha. Verse 8. Wa'a Amara Adanaya Yahweh Bamaha Bama Adai Kaya Aya Rashanaha. Verse 9. Wa'a Waya Amara Allah Yawa Kwakaka La Ya Igala Mashah, Lashaf, Wa'azah, Mashah, Lashaf, Wa'ah, Yal, Mashah, Lashah, Wathar, Wagah, Wazal, verse 10. Waya, Ka, Lawa, Af, Kala, Allah, Wa'ah, Batha, Atham, Batha, Wak, Waya, Thun, Ayash, Batha, Rawa, Laqua, Ra'af, Ra'ai, Hayah, Wa'af, Hatazah, Par, La'ah, Bathar. That's it, sir.
All right, what do you start again?
Verse 3. Genesis 15 and 3. Genesis 15 and 3. Out of the King James Version of the Bible. Ugh. Okay, slack your servant. And Abram said, Behold, to me thou hast given no seed. And lo, one born in my house is my heir. Verse 15. And behold, the word of the Most High came unto him, saying, This shall not be thine heir, but he that shall come forth out of thine own bowels shall be thine heir.
All right, so what we're going through right now is Abraham. Abraham is being told by the angels that he's going to have a child. You know what I'm saying? And he thought that he wouldn't be able to have any children with him being in his old age. You know, him and Sarai were at an old age at this time. And so when he was told that he was going to have somebody to be the heir of everything that he had that was going to take over, you know, because he was already told that he was going to be the father of, you know, great nations. So he was assuming that, you know, since I haven't had children of my old age, that this man that lives in my house will be the heir. Which does not come from none of his lineage. It was not born of him. But the angel told him, it's like, no, this child you're going to have is going to come from your bowels. Like, you're going to be the one that's going to produce this child. You know, no, it's not going to be from, you know, one of your servants in your house who just had a baby. You know what I'm saying? No, it's going to be from you. It's going to be your child. And Abraham still is just, you know, he never doubted the Most High, but he's still just like, I don't see how. You can go ahead up.
Dr. Phil.
Take your time.
Verse 5. And he brought him forth abroad and said, Look now toward heaven, and tell the stars, if thou be able to number them.
And so now the angel's telling him, look at the stars, man. Can you number these stars? Can you? That goes to show you that man doesn't know everything. Even though this oppressor that rules over us wants everybody to believe he's the most knowledgeable man on the face of the earth, he can't even tell you how many damn stars are in the sky. He's not the smartest man on the face of the planet. The Most High is the smartest man. He made the stars.
That's right.
He makes the heaven. He knows how many hairs you have on your head.
That's right.
You can't even count how many hairs is on your head. Well, the Most High knows all that. You can go ahead, huh?
Yes. Sir. And he said unto him, So shall thy seed be.
And now the angel's telling them, this is how your seed is going to be. Just as many stars there in heaven, that's how many children you're going to have. That's how your seed's going to be. And isn't that true today? That's true today. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't doubt when people say that, you know, Ishmael came from Abraham. That is true. Ishmael did come from Abraham. That is true. We don't deny that. You know what I'm saying? But Abraham's chosen seed was Isaac.
Concept.
And with Isaac, you have the 12 tribes of Israel. And with the 12 tribes of Israel, it's like being blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Look how many of there are. You can't count all of us. It's so many of us. You cannot number the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's how many of us there is. You cannot number us. It's too many of us. You can go ahead, up.
Okay, sir. Verse 6. And he believed in the Most High, and he counted it to him for righteousness.
And he did. Read that again from the top.
Genesis 15:6. And he believed in the Most High.
And he had doubt.
He believed in the Most High.
Go ahead.
And he counted it to him for righteousness.
Abraham believed in the Most High.
Okay.
Even though he was in his old age, he believed in the Most High. And it was counted righteous, man. It was righteous that he believed in the Most High when this angel told him, hey, you're going to have another child. And that's how we're supposed to be when the men of this school tell us things. You know what I'm saying? When you come to get counsel from these brothers and they give you counsel on how to handle situations, man, you should take that as and believe.
Sir.
Because these are the men that the Most High sent to you. Don't try to, be like, I'm going to do it on my own way. No, listen to what these brothers are telling you, man. These brothers are not going to tell you anything wrong, man. And when you take this knowledge that these brothers are giving you, that counsel, it should be counted for righteousness, man.
Sir.
You know, brothers tell us things before they happen, man. They always try to warn us before things happen. Or if we're dealing with a situation, we ask these brothers for, counsel on how to handle situations. And guess what? It works out. You go ahead, up.
Verse 7. And he said unto him, I am the Most High, that brought thee out of Ur of the Chaldees, to give thee this land to inherit it.
The Most High is letting them know, like, listen, the reason why you got out of that land is because of me. I got you out of that land.
Sir.
I got you from around them Chaldeans. I'm going to give you a land to inherit forever. Forever. And what is that land today? The land of Israel, where these different heathens run rapid. You know what I'm saying? What they call the Middle East, that was all of our land at one point in time.
That's right.
It ain't just Jerusalem where they say Jerusalem is. No, it's more than that. Where they say, oh, this is Israel. No, it was more than that. Jerusalem was just our capital city. Jerusalem would be like Washington, D.C. You know what I'm saying? And we had our own lands where we were located at, but we were all around each other. You can go ahead, huh?
Sir. Verse 8. And he said, Most High, the power, whereby shall I know that I shall inherit it? Verse 9. And he said unto him, Take me a heifer of 3 years old, and a she-goat of 3 years old, and a ram of 3 years old, and a turtle dove, and a young pigeon.
All right, so Abraham was, he was curious. He's like, how am I going to know that, I shall inherit it? Now they're telling him to take these different animals, a heifer, which is a young cow, female cow, 3 years old, a she-goat, a ram, and then he took a turtle dove and a young pigeon. Go ahead.
Verse 10. And he took unto him all these and divided them in the midst, and laid each piece one against another. But the birds divided he not.
That's it on.
That's it on that.
All right, we'll go back to the
11. It's kind of
All right, we're gonna go back to the Hebrew.
Out of Hebrew, 15 and 11 out of the Tanakh. Okay, yeah. Well, Yarad, Hayah, Zakah, Satah, Ayel, Hapa, Garayam, Wayashab, Atham, Abaram, verse 12. Wa ya haya hashamash labara wa tharad ma nagala ayal abaram wa ana wa na'a ayam ha kashaka gadala nagalav alaya alaya. Verse 13. Waya amar la'a baram yadai thadayai kaya gara Yahweh Azariah Zak Ba'arataza La'a Lahakam Laham Wa'a Bada Wam Aya Nawa Atham Arabai Ma'a Wa'af Shana. Verse 14. Wagam Af Hagawaya Ashar Ya'a Bada Dan Anakaya Wa'a Karaya Kan Yataza Wa Bara Kash Gada Wal. Verse 15. Wa'a the Tha the Ba Wa'a Al Abatha Wak Basha Layam Lawam the Kwabar Bashaya Bakha to Waba. Verse 16. Wada Wara Rabba Ya'aya Washa Wabawa Hanaha Hana Kaya La'a Shalom Awan Amaraya Id Hanha. Verse 17. Wayahaya Hasha Mashmash Ba'a Wa'a Lata Hayaha Wa'anaha Anawar Ashan Walapa Yad Asha Ash Ashar Abarar Bayan Haga Zarayam Ha'ahlaha. Verse 18. Baya Wam Haha Hawa Karaf Yahawa Af Allah Ram Salakia Abaram Barayaf La'a Mara Lazar, Ra'ak, Natataya, Af, Ha'aratazah, Hazah, Ayath, Manayar, Matazarium, Matazarium, Id, Kanaha, Hagadalad, Hagadol, Nara, Paraf. That's it, sir.
All right. We're going to go back to the English.
Verse 11 to 18. The English. Verse 15, verse 11. Genesis. And when the fowls came down upon the carcasses, Abram drove them away. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram. And lo, an horror of great darkness fell upon him. Verse 13. And he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years.
All right, now this is talking about Abraham's seed was going to be put into a land for slavery for 400 years.
Wow.
Now you might hear fake Israelite groups try to associate that with what we're going through right now, but this is not dealing with. This is when they went into captivity in Egypt. Abraham was already told about this prophecy to happen to his children, to his seed, before it even happened. So these fake Israelite groups will tell you that, you know, this is the prophecy about us being put in captivity in America, and that is not what this is about. This is about the children of Israel going into slavery in the land of Egypt for 400 years.
Like you, sir.
Okay, you go ahead.
Yeah, this is right. How can that be for now when the Americas, the Babylon has not even got to that far yet? So,
and you know, Israel has been in slavery longer than 400 years.
that's right.
Because they don't
Common, sir.
understand the 10 tribes were put into slavery first.
Common,
So
sir.
you have to count those years with the years we've been put into slavery. And that's more than 400 years.
Common,
It's
sir.
somewhere around 600 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Common, sir.
It's about 600 years we've been in slavery. Think about that. We've been in slavery for almost 600 years. That is a long time, man. Damn. Like, we getting straight hell, man. You can go ahead up.
Verse 14. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge.
Ooh-wee. So the Most High is letting them know, even though they're going to be put into slavery for 400 years for this nation, I'm still going to judge them. So let that dawn on you what is going to come to America for the 600 years that we've been put in slavery here in this land. You see what the Most High done to Egypt. Egypt now is a tourist destination. Like at one point in time, this was a great empire. Now it's just the pyramids are toilets, pretty much.
That's pretty much, sir.
You find some Moabites squatting in the corner,
Wow.
using it as a toilet, and that's what Egypt is right now. And the same thing is going to happen to this land. You know what I'm saying? Even though they're going to do the dirty for 400, even though they've done this dirty in this land and put us in slavery for this many years, there's still going to be judgment to be put upon these people, man. Shalaki. You can read that again up.
And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance.
That has always been something that has happened to the nation of Israel, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't like to listen. So the Most High has to be a strict father on us. He has to discipline us. And he allows certain nations to put us in captivity. And just like back then, during the time of Abraham was being told this prophecy that was to come and fulfill his children, his seed. And they were going to be put into slavery. And the nation that put them in slavery, the Most High was going to judge them. And they were going to come out of that slavery with great substance. And that's what happened in the land of Egypt. When they came out of Egypt, they had so much. The same things that the Egyptians wanted them to find and make for them, the jewelry and all of the gold and all that stuff that people glorify. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people that glorify Egypt, the jewelry and the shoes. They used to have shoes made with gold. Like gold shoes, like gold sandals. Like good night. I can only imagine. You slip your toes in these gold sandals. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like we got these things, earrings, jewelry, all type of things. Okay. We took that to them when they failed. Yes, you want to say that?
No, I was gonna say they got that. That ain't no plastic or pleather. That's real cowhide leather.
That's leather.
Tanned and cut with real solid dross gold.
Could you imagine that? Having leather with real, I ain't talking about 14 karat gold. I'm talking about 24, maybe a higher quality than that. No, this gold was pure back then. This wasn't being cut or nothing. We're talking about the best quality of gold you could get. The best carats. We came out of that land with that stuff. You know, and we always been the type of people that wore jewelry. You know, gold in our mouth, earrings. We still do the same thing now. Gold necklaces. That's just always been a part of our culture and who we are, because that's Israel. We're flashy type of people, man.
That's right, sir.
We like to look good, man. You know what I'm saying? That's us. We're that nation of people, man. You can go ahead, Doc.
Verse 15. And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a old age.
That's glorious, man.
I'm sorry, Slocky.
Slocky, you read it again.
And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good old age.
Abraham got blessed, man. He got blessed, man. Like, he was rich upon his life living. You know, he had everything he could have ever wanted. And the Most High told him that he was going to multiply his seed as the stars of the heaven.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the Most High told him also that, you know, when it's time for you to go be with your fathers, you're gonna be buried. You're gonna go to your fathers in peace and be buried at a good old age.
Good old age.
And you think about that, and you look at the lifestyle we are now, man. You think about how Abraham, our forefather, was.
That's right.
You know, he lived a great and marvelous life because he decided to serve the Most High rather than serve man or serve himself. And the Most High gave him everything he could have ever wanted, man.
Okay.
And you look at us now chasing behind this oppressor, trying to get everything that he has, and look at how we live and how we die. We don't get to see an old age. You know, we got brothers and sisters dying before they even come out of the womb.
Wow.
Like, they're still in the stomach being formed and getting killed. Like, things have changed, man. We are in hell. We don't even get to live a good old age, man. We die at a young age. We don't get buried with our fathers. Most of us die. We don't even know who the hell our fathers are, man.
Right.
Like, it's because we disobey the Most High, and look at us now, man.
That's right.
We are in hell. They just came out with it. They just saying they're going to decriminalize marijuana, and sooner or later, guess what's going to happen? They're going to legalize it, man. They're going to legalize it, and everybody going to get high. Everybody. And people going to think it's going to be a good thing until their children start getting on it.
That's right.
Until coronavirus picks up, and people that like to smoke, guess what? It's going to attack your lungs. You know what I'm saying? We got to come back and serve the Most High so we can be rewarded, man.
God.
The Most High rewards us for serving Him, man. That's all He wants us to do, is serve Him.
God.
And that's what Abraham did. Abraham served the one true God, power of Israel, man, and was rewarded glorious things, man. You know what I'm saying? The Most High said you should go with our fathers and be buried in peace, man. You're gonna be buried in peace at a good old age, man.
Oh God.
Abraham was old when he passed away.
That's right.
He was like, what, 100 something?
Oh God.
We'll find out we'll find out a little more when we read, but he was old, man. He lived a great life.
Oh God, sir.
You can only imagine some of the things he's seen. He got to see Sodom. He could see Sodom and Gomorrah on fire from a distance. I'm pretty sure he could.
Yeah, he saw those.
Imagine you see that. You see two angels come to you and talk to you and tell you what's gonna happen, and next thing you know, you just see smoke coming from this. You see a meteor shower hitting this land full of homosexuals. They just getting cooked over there. You just like, damn. This the power.
That's right. Khan, sir.
Man. You good? You can go back. You can go ahead.
Yes, sir. Come, sir. And verse 15, and thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace. Thou shalt be buried in a good old age. Verse 16, but in the fourth generation they shall come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet full. That is, it's like you said, that like the generation part of it.
Let me get back to that.
Okay, I'll read it again, sir. And verse 16, but in the fourth generation they shall come hither again, for the iniquity of the Amorites is not yet fulfilled, not yet full. And it shall come to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark, behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces. Verse 18, in the same day the Most High made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed here I have given this land, from the river of Egypt to the great river, the river Euphrates.
And that's like, if you want to find out what that land is talking about, the only thing you have to do is do that simple. You know, you can look on the map from ancient times and see where the river of Egypt was in the great river Euphrates, and you can see what land is in between it, and you'll see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll see what land is between all of it. The Most I say He was going to give that to us, man. All of it was going to come to us, man. The nation, His children. Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay.
It's like you yes, I
No, I was done, sir.
Okay, come. We're going to go back to the Hebrew.
To the Hebrew. Verse 19.
Okay.
5 and 19. Out of the Tanakh. Hakwayan ya. Wa'af. Hakwana ya. Wa'af. Hakwada manaya. Verse 20. Wa'af. Hakaya ya. Wa'atha Nkapara zaya. Wa'yaf Haraga yum. Verse 21. Okay, verse 21. Wa'af Hayamaraya. Wa'af Hakana Anaya. Wa'yaf Hagara Gashaya. Wa'af Haya Bawatsa Saya. Verse 16. Verse 1, Genesis 16 and 1. Washa Raya Asha Abaram Laya Yalada Lawa Wala'a Shapa Kaha Matazar Rath Matazar Yaf Washa Maka Wagar. Verse 2. Waka Amar Sharia Al Abaram Hanha Na'a Atazah Ranaya Yahawa Maladaf Ban Ba Na'a Al Shabakath Ya Awalaya Abonaya, Mamanaha, Wayasha, Ma'ai, Abaram, Laqual, Sharia, okay. Wata, Quaka, Sharia, Ashaf, Abaram, Af, Hagar, Hamatazah, Riyaf, Salakia, Shapa, Kathaya, Makwatazah, Ashar, Shanayam, Lasha, Nath, Abaram, Ba'aratazah, Kanayan, Wathathan, Atha, La'abaram, Awasha, Lawa, La'asha. That's it, sir.
All right, we're going to go back to the English.
Verse 19. Genesis 15, verse 19. Now Sarah, the Kenites, and the Kenizzites, and the Cadmonites, and the Hittites, and the Perizzites, and the Rephaims, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Girgasites, and the Jebusites. Now Sarai, Abraham's wife, bare no children, and she had an handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. And Sarah said unto Abram, Behold now, the Most High hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maiden.
So Sarah told Abraham
To my maiden.
go ahead and, hey, good sister, man. It's like it. It's like it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you're going to see the consequences of some stuff like that sometimes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But Sarah didn't believe that she could have children anymore. She didn't think she could conceive children, especially with her being at the age she was. Mm-hmm. Especially with Abraham being the age that he was. They were old in age, and they both was like, hey, we in age. I can't give you children. And Abraham was like, okay. So what Sarah did was she gave him her handmaid, which was an Egyptian woman. And Abraham went into this woman. Go ahead.
Yeah, and Sarah said to Abraham, Behold now, the Lord hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go unto my maid, and it may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarah.
He listened, and he went and had that baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you go ahead.
And Sarah, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her to her husband, Abraham, to be his wife.
She told her husband to marry him. Because she wanted him to have an heir to his kingdom. That's what she wanted. She know every man needs a son to rule over. Let that be a lesson to you proud sisters out there who thinking I'm a queen and I can run my own empire. Listen, sis. You need a man. Every father knows, every man knows that son is going to be the one who's going to continue to reproduce and push life for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have women who say that, like, back then, with Esau being such an idiot, man, our oppressor being the dumbest thing, the dumbest creature on the face of the earth.
Right.
Back then, they would have, just like now, they got the Queen of England. They got the Queen of England. And people are so dumb. They believe that those male children, I don't know if them boys, them Prince
Right.
Henry, them,
Come.
they believe that they come from her. Like, society teaches that, you know, they come from her lineage.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they come from the Queen's lineage. They from the Queen's families. No, they come from their fathers. You know what I'm saying? I think, is their father still alive? I think he's dead, right?
Is that Prince, was it Harry or something?
Yeah, it was the
not
the one that she was married to before she became the queen. I want to say he's dead. I know their mother's dead, Princess Diana. I know she's dead,
Right.
but I'm not too sure about their father. If he's dead, can you Google that?
Yes, sir. Look it up, sir.
Queen. And that's how foolish our press is, man. They teach our people that a woman can have an heir to her, you know, like a man can, like a woman can have her own genealogy. No, man.
Hmm. Let's see.
That's cool.
His name, her husband's name,
God,
would have been Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh.
the Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Know where the Dukes come from.
Yeah.
They know about the Dukes. We'll give y'all a good class lesson on that one day too.
his Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, if I may, sir.
God,
Duke of Edinburgh and full Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, Earl of Marineth, and Baron Greenwich. Also came Philip Mountbatten. Original name Philip, Prince of Greece and Denmark, born June 1921, Gorky, Greece, husband of Queen Elizabeth II of United Kingdom.
is he still alive?
Let me see. It says right here, Prince Charles, the eldest child, is the heir apparent to the throne. King George died on February 1952.
He's been dead for a minute. That's what I was thinking. You know, I had this research on it. I think they probably knocked him off for some apparent reason. He did something wrong, and I think they got rid of him. But even he has an heir. Mm-hmm. His oldest son will be the heir to his kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they said that his son, the oldest son, is going to be the heir to the kingdom, because they even deal with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They even deal with the Bible, with the kings and the prince. We don't deal with kings, but we deal with a prince. You know what I'm saying? Like the prince, and we don't deal with queens and all that crap. That's always been the heathen tradition.
Sir.
But even Abraham, man, even Sarah knew Abraham needed the heir to his empire. He needed somebody to be in rulership after he left, man. Like, you want to have a son, man. Even now, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great thing when we have children in the nation of Israel. But when you get that son, you know your seed is able to move on more. You know what I'm saying? Like, the more, like, you have one son, you know that you can come back through his lineage. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere down the line, you'll be back through his lineage.
Concept. Well, wait a minute, sir. Actually, it says retired early. Yeah, he did die. What's it? Let me read this again, sir.
Yeah, he's dead.
He was the long-serving son of the British, oldest ever male member. Man, I've been reading. Philip retired from the Navy age 96. What? It says Queen Elizabeth, husband Philip, is still alive.
I thought he was dead.
Con, sir.
I think she got married twice.
That may have been, sir. And it says she is the longest living servant consort of the reigning British monarch and the oldest ever male member of the British royal family. Philip retired from his royal duties on the 2nd of 2017, age 96, having completed 22,000 solo engagements. So.
Nigga ain't fought nobody. Nigga just rode along, man. That's how they do. They don't really fight. You know what I'm saying? They just sit back and call shots. So they ain't like Israel, like King David. King David got his hands dirty.
Sir.
King David was ooh-wee. You want no parts of our kingdom.
If I may, sir.
Go ahead.
Remember, it says right here. It says, "Why isn't Queen Elizabeth husband not king?" That's what you refer to. It says, "Town and country know that the real reason Philip is prince consort and not king, is because the title queen can either be used to describe the ruling monarch, or it is a more of a ceremony meaning the wife of a monarch." So
she's the one who's over him. She wears the pants in their relationships. In other words, you know what I'm saying? The husband that she had before him who died, he was that person. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no big conspiracy theory, but it's a reason why she killed him. It's a reason why he's dead. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
All right, you can go ahead, huh?
Sir, I was, let's see, 19.
4. Was it 4?
What was that, 4?
Mm-hmm.
4. Genesis 16:4. And he went into Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she was conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. Wow. I better read that again, sir. And he went into Hagar, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes.
So in other words, Hagar was like, "Forget, sir. It's me now. I'm the one that got the baby.
Oh God, sir.
You old so-and-so, you ain't got nothing going." That's why I said she's despised her in her eyes.
Oh God, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the definition for despise, so people just can get a better understanding. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You got it? Or you want to get it?
Mike can get it for you.
Okay. I got it, sir. If you want me to read it.
Okay.
Want me to read it, sir?
Yeah, you can.
Despise, contempt, scorn, disdain mean to regard as unworthy of one's notice of consideration.
Ooh, wee.
Despise may suggest an emotional response ranging from strong dislike or loathing. Despise is cowards, contempt implies vehemently. Condemnation of a person or thing as low, vile, feeble, or ignominious.
That's how Hagar felt about Sarah. When she conceived that baby, she despised her mistress, man. Because Sarah would have been her mistress. You know what I'm saying? And she was just like, "Look at you, Sarah. Look at you. I despise you." Or is it the other way around?
Well, it says, I want me to read it again, sir?
Yeah, read it again.
Okay. I'll start from verse 3. And Sarah, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian. And after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her their husband Abram to be wife. And he went into Hagar. She conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived,
all right, Salaki, go ahead.
Her mistress was despised in her eyes.
Okay, so Sarah was looking down on Hagar. Salaki. So Sarah despised Hagar for having that baby. That's when your jealousy sinks in and all of that. You know, that's a common trait among sisters, man. Sisters get very jealous, man. That's just a trait of sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? Some sisters get jealous. And with Sarah being in this old age and not having the baby, and now Hagar has the baby, you can only imagine what type of hell Abraham was going through. Good night. That brother probably was going through all type of hell. And he was going through hell, that brother.
God, sir.
He probably just like, I'm doing what you told me to do. Why are you mad at me? Go ahead and read the next verse.
Read the next verse. At verse 5, and Sarah said unto Abraham, my wrong is upon thee. My wrong is upon thee.
She said, I know I'm wrong, but it's your fault. It's your fault. That sounds so familiar. This is
yes, sir. Kamikaze.
Brothers. I'm just letting y'all know, brothers. Even though your real might do something wrong and she still blames you, this is nothing new. This has always happened. That's just been the trait of our sisters, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And you just be sitting in the background. You be like, how the hell you gonna blame me for what you did wrong?
Oh, God.
It's like, no, it's your fault. It's your fault that this all happened. You can only imagine the stress Abraham was doing. Abraham probably just sitting. He probably just like,
Oh, my God.
somebody bring me a she-goat and a calf. I'm about to go sacrifice and pray to the Most High. 'Cause this sister right here, I don't know what to say. Go ahead, you go ahead, right?
And Sarah said to Abraham, my wrong is upon thee. I have given my maid into thy bosom. And when she saw that she had conceived, I was despised in her eyes.
So it was
I was
Hagar.
despised in her eyes.
So Hagar did despise Sarah. So it was that Hagar did despise Sarah. Like she looked it down on Sarah because she's like, I'm the leading woman now. Because I don't have this baby. Abraham's happy. You know, I'm pretty sure he was. He just had his first child. So, of course he's happy. So now, you know, Sarah in the background, she feeling a little salty.
Right.
And she like, nigga, this your fault. And he's like, what I do? I just wanted a baby. And she's blaming everything on him because now he wanted the baby. She knew that it was right for him to have a child. So she gave him a maid. He had the baby. But now, since Hagar don't have the baby, she looking at Sarah like she's nothing. Looking at Sarah like she's nothing. And Abraham just like, okay, it might be my fault. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, damn.
That's what it says. Yes, it says, finish reading it, sir.
Go ahead, you go ahead.
It says, I was despised in her eyes, the Most High judge between me and thee. Oh, wow.
Ooh wee. Go ahead, you go to what's that the last verse on it?
That was last verse, sir.
Okay, come on.
Well, I mean, you know.
That was the last verse in English, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll go back to the Hebrew. We'll probably do one more.
I'm sir. Genesis 15, verse, I guess it will be 5. Verse 5, out of the Tanakh. 15 and 5, Slack, sir. 16 and 5. All right. Oh, man. Wait a minute here. 16 and 5, right?
Right.
16 and 5, Slack, sir. Wata, Amrar, Araya, all, Abraham, Hamasiyah, Alayak, Anakaya, Katataya, Shagakataya, Baha, Yakoya, Ra, Wata, Raya, Kaya, Haritaya, Wayakwal, Ba'a, Yanaya, Yashapatat, Lashapat, Yahweh, Bayana, Wabaya, Naka, verse 6. Waya, Amar, Abraham, all, Sharia, Hanaha, Shabaka, Dak, Bayadak, Ashaya, Laha, Hatawab, Ba'ayana, Ka, Wata Anha, Araya, Wata Barak, Magana, Ya, verse 7. Wayamataza, Ya, Malayak, Yahweh, Al, 1. Hamayam Banadabar Al Hayayan Badayark Shawar. Verse 8. Waya Amar Hagar Shapak Shara Ayah Maza Ba'ath wa Anha Dalakaya Wata Amar Mapaneya Shara Gabarath Ya Anaka Ya Barakath. Verse 9. Raya Salaki. Waya Amar Laka Laha Malah Alk Yahweh Shawabaya Al Gabarath Wahata Anaya Takayath Yadaya 10. Verse 10. Waya Amara La'a Malayak Yahweh Hara Ba'a Arabaha Ath Zara'ak Wala'a Yasa Ra Lasap Ra Marab. Verse 11. Waya Amar La'a Malayak Yahweh Anak Haraha. And verse 12. Well, not yet, sir. Waya Ladath Bana Wakara Shamar Washa Ma'al Al Kaya Shamai Yahweh Al Anayak. Verse 12. Wata Waha Yahweh Para'ah Alham. I'm sorry. Adam Yada Wa Bakal Wayad Kal Bawa Wa'ab Wa'al Panaya Kal Aka Yawa Washa Khan. That's it, sir.
All right, we'll go back to the English.
Verse 16 and 6. We better go all the way back. Yes, 6. Yeah.
Yes, 6. 16 and 6.
16 and 6. But Abraham said unto Sarah, Behold, thy maid is in thy hand. Do to her as it pleaseth thee. And when Sarah dealt hardly with her, she fled from her face.
Ooh-wee. Abraham was like, you know what? You know what? That's your handmaid. Do what you want to do to her. Don't come get mad at me. Do what you want to do to her.
God on God, sir.
And when she dealt, ooh-wee. Sarah probably went ham, not slightly. She got on her pretty bad for her to leave.
God on God.
You know, she dealt with her very harshly for her to leave.
God on God.
You can go ahead up.
Okay. Verse 7. And the angel of the Most High found her by a fountain of water in the wilderness, by the fountain in the way of Shur. Verse 8. And she said, Hagar, Sarah's maid, whence comest thou? And whither wilt thou go? And she said, I flee from the face of the mistress Sarah. Verse 9. And the angel of the Most High said unto her, Return to thy mistress, and submit thyself unto her hands. Verse 10. And the angel of the Most High said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, and it shall be numbered for the multitude.
So the Most High sent the angel to tell Sarah the same, not Sarah, but to tell Hagar the same thing, that her seed would be multiplied also. And her seed today is the Ishmaelites.
Mm-hmm.
The Ishmaelites today they come from, you know, Abraham's lineage. This was
Arabs.
Yeah, the Arabs, like how they say it down here in the country. They don't say Arabs, they say Arabs.
Yeah, kind of, sir.
Yeah, they so country down here. You know, your Arabs, a lot of these people, they come from Ishmael. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of, sir.
You can go ahead.
An angel of the Most High said unto her, Return to thy mistress, and submit thyself under her hands. Verse 10. And the angel of the Most High said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, and it shall be not, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. Verse 11. And the angel of the Most High said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shall bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael, because the Lord hath heard thy affliction. Verse 12. And he will be a wild man.
He will be a what?
A wild man.
The Arabs are what?
Wild man.
Allah Akbar.
Wild man.
I'm going to fly them planes into the tower.
A wild man.
That's the Arabs, Ishmael.
Yes, sir.
The Arabs are a wild man, wild nation of people. You have to be a wild man to scrap bombs on your chest and run inside of anything that's American.
Wow.
I'm talking about if it's American and he has a bomb, it is getting blown to hell. He's a wild man. Everybody is always beefing with him, man. All right, go ahead.
And he shall be a wild man. His hand will be against every man.
Yeah, Ishmael is always at war with everybody.
Wow.
Every time you turn around, what you see? The Pakistanis, all these different nations of people, they always at war. Always at war, and they're a wild nation of people, man. Go ahead.
And he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. And the sign shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 13. And she called the name of the Most High that spake unto her, Thou power seest me, or thy God seest me. For she said, Have I also here looked after him that seeth me? Might as well finish reading the other last three.
Yeah, okay.
Sir. Wherefore the well was called Berha Beir Laharoi. Behold, it is between Kadesh and Bered. Verse 15. And Hagar bare Abram a son, and Abraham called his name, which Hagar bare, Ishmael. And Abraham was 406 years old, and Hagar bare Ishmael to Abraham.
Nah, he was like 46. It says that in there? It says 40.
40. That's Salakia, sir. Salakia. 86. That's 20, 40, 60, 80. It's 86, sir.
He was 86 years old.
86, yeah.
Damn.
Salakia.
And he had a baby.
86. He was 86. And Abraham was 86 years old, and when Hagar bare Ishmael to Abraham.
That brother was 86 years old with his first child.
Oh, God.
86 years old, man. Good night.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I pray I can be like that one day. The Lord allow it.
86 years old.
All right, it's 11:35.
That was it, sir.
We might do one more. We'll do one more.
Okay.
Just for time's sake.
Verse 17, out of the Tanakh. Chapter 17. Salakia, sir. Okay. 7 more. 7 more verses.
Come.
Wayaha Abaram Ban the Shah Ya'am Shana Wata Shayai Shanayam Wayara Yahweh all Abraham Wa'a Amar Alayah Tanaya all Shadaya Kata Halak Rapanaya Yahweh Mayam. Verse 2. Wa'a Tanaya Baraya Thaya Baya Naya Wabaya Nak Wa'a Rababa Awa Thak Bana'ad Ma'ad. Verse 3. Wa'apal Abraham Al Panawa Wa'adab Wa'yadabar Atha Alahayam La'amara. Verse 4. Anaya Hanaha Baya Bara Ya Athak Wa'a Yayath La'ab Kamawan Gawa Yam. Verse 5. Walaya Wakwa Ra Awad Af Shemak Abaram Wahaya Shemak Abaram Kaya Ab Hamawan Gawayam Matatayak. Verse 6. Waka Parath Atak Bama'ad Ma'ad Wa'ath Thawak Laga Wayam Wamalak Yam Mamak Watazar Ya Salakia Yataza A. Verse 7. Waka Mataya Af Baraya Thaya Baya Naya Wabaya Nak Wabayan Zarayak Rayak, Ladaratham, Labarath, Awalam, Laha, Yaqua, Lak, Laka, Lakala, Yaham, Wakwa, Zarayak, Akah, Rakak. That's it, sir.
All right, we go back to the English.
Genesis chapter 17. And when Abraham was 90 years old and 9, the Most High appeared to Abraham. Let me read that again, sir. It's Lockie. And when Abram was 90 years old and 9, the Most High appeared to Abram and said unto him, I am the Almighty God. Walk before me and be thou perfect. And I will make a covenant between me and thee. I will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and God talked to him, saying, As for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations.
So the Most High is letting Abraham know that he's about to make this covenant. That covenant would be passed down to the nation of Israel. That's the only reason we're able to still obtain this position of power that we are in. Even though we're suffering through hell, we still have the promise that was that covenant that was given to our forefather Abraham. You know, thank the Most High, Abraham, for him walking in this path of righteousness in the eyes of the Most High.
That's right.
Because now we don't have to worry about living our life in this condition that we're living in here in America forever. We will be able to live a better life. Just make sure this thing's loaded up. Yeah. We will live a better life. You know what I'm saying? We will get back in a position of power again. That's why it's very important for us to walk in the righteous way of the Most High, man.
Go
ahead, up. 5.
Verse 5. Neither shall thy name any more be called Abram, but unto thy name shall be Abraham, or Abraham. For a father of many nations have I made thee. I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. And verse 7, I will establish my covenant between me and thee, and thy seed after thee, in their generations for everlasting covenant.
For what?
For everlasting covenant.
This is going to be a everlasting covenant, which means this covenant is still into existence today. This covenant will never be given to anybody else, man. Let that be to you fake Christians and you fake Israelite groups who like to say everybody can be drafted into the covenant. That is not what the Most High said. The Most High said himself, I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee and their generations for everlasting covenant. And who was that covenant given to after Abraham? Isaac. After Isaac, who was it given to? Israel. To Jacob. Who did Jacob give it to? His 12 sons. The 12 tribes of Israel. It's only meant for us and it's for us. Go ahead.
And to thee and thy seed after thee in their generations for an everlasting covenant, to be a God unto thee, most high unto thee, and to thy seed after thee.
All right, that's it.
That's it, sir.
All right. We're going to go ahead and close it up. All right, keep it on again.
Come, sir.
We're gonna uncover the scrolls. We're gonna salute to uncover the scrolls.
Council.
All right, we're gonna salute the Torah. All right. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua Barak Yah.
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Hashah, Rakyah.
All right. We're gonna turn left, Sar. All right. We'll go with the Lord's prayers.
Lord's Prayer. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Bashemaya.
Bashemaya.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakuka.
Malakuka.
Raba'ah.
Raba'ah.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Ashah.
Ashah.
Rataza.
Rataza.
Ayah.
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 Bashemaya.
Bashemaya.
Tan.
Tan.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Come.
Come.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Basalaki now.
Basalaki now.
Babawaki now.
Babawaki now.
Basalaki now.
Basalaki now.
Babawaki now.
Babawaki now.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabayai now.
Wala'ah now.
By the Sayawan.
By the Sayawan.
Ball.
Ball.
Awishai now.
Awishai now.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Right.
Right.
Ayah.
Ayah.
Laka.
Laka.
Amalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wahala.
Wahala.
Atapar.
Atapar.
Awala.
Well,
Aman.
Aman. What we just said in the English was, Our Father,
The Father.
which art in heaven,
God in heaven.
hallowed be thy
Hallowed be
name.
thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done.
Will be done.
In earth
In earth.
as it is in
As
heaven.
in heaven.
Give us this
Give
day
us this day
our daily bread.
daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Give us our
As
debts.
we forgive our
Forgive
debtors.
our debtors.
Lead us not
Lead us not
into
into
temptation,
temptation.
but deliver
But
us
deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. I cut the power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Bahashim
Baba
Yahushua.
Shah.
Baba
Baba
Kusha.
Nawa.
Danya Nawa.
Ka.
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 Barapa'ah.
Barapa'ah.
Ramalaka.
Ramakada.
Call.
Call.
Marawa.
Marawa.
Ka.
Ka.
Lataha.
Lataha.
Amatoarium.
Amatari.
Ka.
Ka.
Laquaquium.
Aquakium.
Amathium.
Amathium.
Ka.
Aka.
Araka.
Araka.
Kawath.
Kawath.
Amatolah.
Amatala.
Ma'ala.
Ma'ala.
Lagarsham.
Garshim.
Bashim.
Bahashim.
Haushai.
Yahushua.
Tawada.
The water.
Aman.
Aman. What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Haushai.
please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse the leper.
Power to raise the
Power
dead.
to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of
In the name of
Yahushua.
Haushai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushua.
Bahashim
Barak
Yahushua.
Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Washarala.
Wayashala.
Wayah.
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 Ayah.
Saparium.
Saparium.
Barak.
Barak.
Raba'ah.
Raba'ah.
Magun.
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 Bashim Yahushai.
Bahashim Yahushua.
Tawada. Aman.
The water Aman. What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahushua,
Lord, in the name of Haushai.
bless us in Israel,
Bless us in
in
Israel.
the school,
And the school.
bless, heal, shield, protect,
Bless heal, shield, and protect.
all our loved ones,
All our loved
in the
ones.
name of Yahushua.
Name you Haushai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalm 121. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Hamariam.
Ahamariam.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azarah.
Azariah.
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 Na'im.
Na'im.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ashah.
Ashah.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Waratazah.
Waratazah.
Ayatan.
Ayatan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Ragalka.
Ragalka.
Ayana.
Ayana.
Wam.
Wam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Ana.
Ana.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yashan.
Yashan.
Shamar.
Shamarka.
Yasharala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Ayai.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Ashamash.
Hashemash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Bala Yala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Makal Rai.
Karai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Napashka.
Napashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Tazalka.
Zalka.
Watka.
Wawaka.
Mayata.
Mayata.
Wa'ai.
Wa'ai.
Awalam.
Awalam. What we just said in the English was, I will lift up my eyes
I will lift up my eyes
to the hills.
to the hills.
From whence come my
From
help?
whence cometh my help?
My help come from
My
Yahweh,
help comes from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to
He
be
will not
moved.
suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel
that keepeth
shall
Israel
neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade.
Yahweh is thy shade
Upon thy right
on
hand.
thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Thou shalt not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by
nor the
night.
moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy
He
soul.
shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going
He
out
shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
This time forward
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Adamayah.
Amadayah.
Ka.
Maka.
All. Bakarash.
Bakarash.
Wa
Wa'al.
Bakusha.
Thou shalt cut.
All.
Ah.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ana.
Anah.
Ayab Yaka.
Abiyagayanka.
Yahama.
Yahama.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Almaka.
Amaka.
Ya'ar Yawanka.
Ya'ar Yawanka.
Sawada.
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 Ya'awatazah.
Awatazah.
Al.
Al.
Tazawawanjaka.
Yawanka.
Amarka.
Amarka.
Lakawa.
Walakawa.
Wanakakadam.
Wanakakidam.
Magarya.
Magarya.
Wala'a.
Wala'ah.
Yazawar.
Yazawar.
Sham.
Sham.
Yasharala.
Yasha'ala.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawatazawa.
Natazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Yabarath.
Yabarath.
Yakarathwa.
Rakar Rathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarwathwa.
Ahalya.
Ahalya.
Arawam.
Arawam.
Wa.
Wa.
Yashamai.
Yashamai.
Allah.
Allah.
Yum.
Yum.
Mawadba.
Mawadba.
Wagaryam.
Wagaryam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Ramawan.
Ramawan.
Ramalak.
Ramalak.
Palashak.
Palashat.
I'm.
An.
Yashabya.
Yashabya.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum.
Gum.
Ashawar.
Ashawar.
Alawa.
Amawa.
Amam.
Amam.
Awaya.
Awaya.
Zaria.
Zaria.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Yawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Asha.
Asha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamayan.
Kamayan.
Kasaya.
Sariyah.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Kayabyan.
Kabyabyan.
Banakal.
Banakol.
Koyashwan.
Yashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashab Yawan.
Baiwan.
Bayawan.
Bara.
Bara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
Ladama. Ladam. Laadama.
Adama.
Shaya.
Shaya.
Tamwa.
Tamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yamadwa.
Yamad.
Karab.
Karab.
Waza.
Waza.
Zabaka.
Zabaka.
Wazabak.
Wazakabak.
Wakadzol.
Wakadzol.
Manai.
Madaai.
Call.
Ko.
Nasa.
Nasa.
Yamkamwa.
Yakama.
Asha.
Asha.
Ashamawa.
Ashamarwa.
Nasharasha.
Nashawasha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Af.
Af.
Naawaf.
Naawaf.
Alaham.
Alaham.
Alahaya.
Alahaya.
Sawatamwa.
Sawatam.
Kagaya Gaya.
Kagal. Kagal.
Kagwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanwa.
Lapanwa.
Waka'a.
Rakawa.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Sabaaya Ara.
Taba Ari Ari.
Wa. Kalaba.
Kalabatha.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Hawayim.
Ahoyim.
Khan.
Khan.
Taradakma.
Taradakma.
Basha Arka.
Basha Arka.
Wabaska.
Wabaska.
Wapaka.
Wapaka.
Kalabaham.
Kalabaham.
Mala'a.
Mala'a.
Panaham.
Panaham.
Palawan.
Palawan.
Waya.
Waya.
Kwashwa.
Kwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahadwa.
Yahadwa.
Salaki. Yahawa.
Yahawah.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waya.
Waya.
Lahawa.
Lahawa.
Aya.
Aya.
Aid.
Aid.
Waya.
Waya.
Kawapawa.
Karabawa.
Waya.
Waya.
Abawatka.
Abawaka.
Waya.
Waya.
The Iowa.
The Iowa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Ata.
Lata.
Shamka.
Shamaka.
Yahawa.
Yahawa.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Ayawan.
Ayawan.
Al.
Al.
Kal Harataza.
Kal Harataza. What we just said in the English was, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And
peace.
be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies
thy enemies
make a tumult.
make a tumult.
And they that hate
And
thee
they that hate 8 thee
lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty
They
counsel
have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy
And
people
consulted against
and consulted against
thy hidden one.
thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a
That the
nation.
name of
That the
Israel
name of
may
Israel
be no more
may
remembered.
be no more
For
remembrance.
they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They have confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
Tabernacles of Edom,
and the
the
Ishmaelites
Israelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
Amalek,
with the Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of
the
Tyre.
inhabitants of Tyre.
Sure also joined
Sure is
with them.
also joined with
They
them.
are hoping the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
So Lot,
do unto them,
do unto them
as unto the
as
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as unto Sisera,
as unto Syria,
as unto Jabin,
as unto Jabin,
at the brook of
at
Kissar,
the brook of Kissar,
which perished
which
in Endor.
perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung of the earth.
Make their nobles like a ram,
Make the nobles like a
like
ram,
Zael.
like Zael,
Yea,
yea,
all the princes as
all
Zabah,
the princes of Zamunda,
as Zabah,
as Zabah,
and as Zamunah,
as Zamunda,
who said,
who
Let
said,
us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
houses of
the
Yahweh
house of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
O Yahweh,
O
make
Yahweh,
them like a wheel,
make them like a will,
as to stumble before the
as they
wind,
stumble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the
as the
wood,
fire that burneth the
as
wood,
the flame set the
as
mountains
the
on
flame
fire.
that set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
make them afraid
make them
with
afraid
thy storm,
with thy storm,
fill thy faces with shame,
fill thy faces with shame.
and they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded,
let them be confounded
in trouble forever.
and trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame,
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
whose
whose name alone
name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh
are the most high
of the Most High
over all.
of all the earth.
All right, I'm gonna turn back to the right. Right, sorry. Put your scrolls back down. All right. Men of Israel, we're gonna do one courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat.
All right. Yazamata. Dismiss.